Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Today we will know about 5 real ways to invest $1,000 in 2021. Amazon went public back in 1997. If you have invested simply $100 in Amazon in the past, you would certainly have made nearly $1.3 million. Let's state, you would certainly have been a bit extra generous and invested $100,000. Your net worth will be $129 million. However, you missed your chance. But you should not be sad, because in the middle of a lot of worthless online firms that were launched in the 1990s, it was very challenging to predict that Amazon will be one that will cross $1 trillion appraisal 2 decades later. However, we are now in the middle of one more fantastic possibility. Even if you don't have $100,000, you can make a difference by investing a bit $1,000. But before starting this video, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to notify all the exciting videos we make for you. So let's start with the first one. Pick up 2 or 3 stocks. I know that many of you would point fingers at me and claim that you need much more than that to gain a reasonable amount out of the stock market, and I agree with you. However, I desire you to look at it from various angles. In the last 12 years, the stock market has only been growing. If you look at any reputable company, you will certainly realize that their stock has been going upward. But because of the unexpected pandemic, every little thing is down. Yet, we all recognize that eventually the pandemic is going to more than, and also life will certainly return to regular a minimum of to a specific prolong. Companies like Apple and Coca-Cola and few others are so great that the risk they would go damaged is shallow, because they sell products that people either need or strongly wish and are ideal at doing that. But right now, their stocks are sold at a massive discount, like 30 to 40%. And if we are most likely to an economic crisis, you can expect an additional decrease. So, it's a perfect possibility to increase your $1,000 and even triple in an extremely brief period. Take the example of Adobe. It was down by 20%, but since they make products we all require, the stock rate has virtually entirely recovered. Whoever spent that currently made a huge return in simply a few months. Don't choose lots of companies. 2 or 3 would be an ideal selection. Of course, you can bank on several of the riskier businesses, such as airline companies that have suffered much more, or automakers. But remember that if you are most likely to take a larger risk, you should want to lose that money in case if things fail. My next option is gold. Before you throw at me your mad opinions that you informed us not to invest in gold in a previous video, then why are you telling us to invest in gold now? Let me make my scenario. Gold is naturally not an excellent investment, and also it is not beneficial in many cases. I don't deny that it has some purpose, but so does iron and numerous other metals. But it doesn't create anything. It simply sits in the corner and shines. It may make you feel good when you consider it, yet that's about it. Gold's essential functions throughout history has been preserving wealth. The future is unpredictable. Economic crises, wars, instabilities happen around the world, but the faith in gold never fades away. Yes, certainly sometimes it's high, various other times it's low, but it's always there in some form. When there was a gold standard, inflation was literally at absolutely no %. But why gold is a great investment currently? When the economic situation is doing great throughout good times, firms are growing. The GDP is hitting a record high. So gold costs do not climb that much. They rise together with the price of inflation. Purchasing gold would be a fantastic selection when you have an opportunity to invest in the stock market and also double or triple your rate of return. So when they see that the stock market is doing terrible, typically people shift their wealth to gold because they understand that gold will always maintain its value. That's why throughout any instability, gold price soar. In the last 6 months, because this pandemic has started, gold rates rose from 1,450 USD to 1,700. And also, if the dilemmas keep going, gold rates will certainly maintain climbing. However, here is a problem. Eventually, the crisis will be gone and people's confidence in stock market will certainly be back. So, much more people will invest in stock market and much less in gold, which means that gold cost will fall. That's why you need to exit the market at the correct time before the gold price will fall. When is that most likely to occur? Well, that's your work to find out. My third point is start a low-cost business. Back in the 1990s, when the internet was getting famous, some of the greatest companies emerged. Google, eBay.com, PayPal, and a dozen more. People made billions of dollars. Mark Cuban made an online radio as well as sold it to Yahoo for over $4 billion. I believe today we have a similar opportunity, perhaps not as massive as the dot-com bubble, but crucial. However, because unexpectedly we all need to remain at the residence, yet services can't pay for that, they need to locate a way to maintain income. So, if you are a developer or passionate about that, right now with just a couple of $100 or perhaps 1,000, you can build up to something easy yet valuable. Perhaps an application that will certainly help us to stay connected while we are stuck at residence. Since gyms are short and many people would prevent most likely to the gym until a vaccine will be offered. An app that will help you to more effectively workout in your home would certainly be a good idea. For God's sake, if you actively work out, you can begin recording videos on how to exercise in the house. Given that I quit going to the gym, all I do is Google and watch YouTube videos on the very best residence workouts. I do not wish to lose all my gains because of this virus, and also I'm sure there is plenty of other people like me as well. Or even if you don't have any valuable skills, pay a couple of $100 to learn one immediately, such as online and also social media marketing. Pay another couple of $100 to check your knowledge, as well as face any company that is stuck in this dilemma. They are determined to discover a means to keep the business running. Colleges and universities were one of the starting points that were shut down, and they will attempt to browse the web as high as possible. It sounds like a perfect opportunity to instruct online. There is essentially a countless variety of possibilities. Don't jump into all of them. You have $1,000. Pick up one and go done in. There is a chance that it could not work out, but returns are exceptionally high if you make it happen. My next point is cover your high interest debits. Credit cards are great. I believe everybody should use them properly, and I intended to highlight them sensibly. Since if you want to be qualified for a mortgage, be trusted by monetary insinuations to have a loan for your business, you require a good credit score, and to build it, you need to use a credit card. However, regularly people blow it up, and interest rates on credit cards are freaking insane, like 15-20%. You have to be financially super irresponsible to pay that much interest. 20% on $1,000 debit is $200. Naturally, that does not relate to all of your debits. If you have a student loan or a mortgage, it will be wise to pay simply enough to maintain it going while investing the rest of the money. But whatever returns you make on your investment, your credit card interest will exceed them. Mainly in the future, those interests will certainly gather much quicker due to the effect of compound interest. That's why eliminating such debit needs to be your first concern. And my last point is, give your old self a gift. This is not the most effective option, as well as I would not select this alternative personally. However, it could be an excellent choice for some. We have talked a couple of times about purchasing an index fund, but obviously one brand doesn't seem to make a difference. Even so, numbers inform us of a different story. The returns on the stock market are different yearly. Some years it's as high as 10 to 20%. Other times it's as low as 5%, hardly defeating inflation. However, over an extended period, the typical rate of return has been 10%. And also with compound interest, that $1,000 turns into $53,700 USD over 40 years. Of course, $54,000 will be worth a lot less 40 years from currently, yet still would be a considerable amount. If you hesitate to take risks and literally don't know what to do with that $1,000, please maintain it in an index fund and utilize it when you retire. Who understands just how your life will end up when you are 60 or 70 years old? That 53,000 might be crucial for you. Again, it's not an excellent option, but worth considering for some. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment because it will help the channel. And of course, hit the subscribe button if you are new here. Thanks for watching and until the next time.